Get ready, mini lads, and welcome back to Comic Studio. But first thing that I just completely searched, that I typed dragon onto the searching of the results as well. But today's video, we're going to be looking for Dragon Ball Comic Studio. And that wasn't going to be the actual like those things, but this is absolutely is in tribute to Akira Toriyama. Yep, that was gonna be the producer of the Dragon Ball. And even it was being retired a little bit for far as long as it does. So probably it exists in media coverage, and I have seen for least amount of episodes when I was dumb and stupid as hell, as I'm probably not gonna be pretty sure as well. At last, I have finally saw this by hearing for some kind of crap of it as the Mishard lyrics. And it was probably awesome as well. We're about to search Dragon Comic Studio. This is not the dragon like this. This is Dragon Ball. We're absolutely found ourselves Dragon City, the Ultimate Dragon Ball, and many more of those other kinds of stuff, including Dragon Cookie Hybrid. What on earth is going on around here? Nothing especially for unknown dragon fruits. Dragon fruits is, I'm not pretty sure. That was absolutely kind of a little bit awful as well. So, the first off, we're going to be started around here that we're going to find to do this as well. This day is going to be a little bit ridiculous as well, but I'm not pretty sure that we're going to be making it for 3 videos for a little bit as well. So, thankfully, we're going to be starting Dragon Ball Comic Studio, the ultimate Dragon Ball for this thing as well. So, let's get right into here, and we're going to be seeing this Y as well. So, I never know about for some kind of the episodes as well. This is where for some kind of episodes, but I'm not pretty sure. This is actually the game for itself. I'm not pretty sure like the game as anything as well, because this absolutely for only like those things as Dragon Ball could be a series of the animated series as well. I couldn't able to be finding anything as well. It was owned by Akira Toriyama, and thanks to the DeviantArt in Google for sprites, and thanks to Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro for Dragon Ball. Yep, that was only for one thing, for reasons as well. Let's get around here for the backgrounds. And the background of those things could be oh my gosh, a little bit for one thing as well. So, nothing could be seen around here, so located in Japan, and that was pretty for a whole bunch of sprites and a lot of background images like themselves. This is less for than 16 bits. I'm not pretty sure. This is actually for one thing. This is going to be for 16-bit like these things as well. 16-bit background images. Now, I'm not pretty sure that 32 bits is gonna be for low quality as well. The high quality is 64 bit, as I'm probably using in my computer. But now it's unplayable for all games because I just gaining a lot of data and so much more that I just confused. There is nothing to store from any flash drives, but things are completely going to be infected and being destroyed and retired for its life for only one reason that I never explained for. So anyways, before my media coverage might going to be expired soon, it won't be necessary, but I'm still confusing for just a little bit moment as well during for my uploading schedules. And so, before we might able to be for settle down for the statement for around here, and we might able to be finding out what I was announcing to uploaded for some raw videos from my media coverage. So, let's be on to do this day as well. But like anything as well for to do, We absolutely for many videos like those things. This is actually for the section 1 is the canon, and probably for the non-canon could be for some sort of video game. The series like themselves was actually for those things, and as you can see here, for just like to do this as well. That says here, welcome to the Ultimate Dragon Ball comic studio. Here you can make the DB content or some kind of Dragon Ball content with almost all of the series and movies and even custom content. And so you might be able to be creative as the animation, films, and the animated series. So, we might gotta be started out for those things as well, but we won't be able to be showing this thing as well. So this is the title, and these guys are just a little bit pixelated as well. Another one is the Dragon Ball Z, which is absolutely for the animated series, could be for one here, as for the Sega as well. So this is actually for many more Segas like those things as possible as another one. Another one is Dragon Ball Daiyama, which is absolutely for some kind of this thing, almost a little bit for this thing as well. The iconic was actually for this guy anyway. So another one is the Super Dragon Ball. It was actually, it's still 16 bits, as I'm pretty sure. This is the Super Series. This is where I just seen this from, that I just seen for some kind of a music lyrics, or the Mishard lyrics, for some kind of memes by Diego. And so it was taken down for almost all of the videos, and the channel might going to be terminated somehow. That was probably for almost 5 years ago, and probably more series to go that I'm not going to be it for just a little bit for some times. And next thing is could be the Dragon Ball GT, which is absolutely for the game series or some kind of I really know what it is. It was some kind of the game series. So the Dragon Ball Heroes could be for, oh my gosh, this is actually a little bit 16 bits as well. This is absolutely movies and games. Could be the Dead Zone, the World's Strong. Wait, the collections of those movies would be the Dead Zone, the World's Strongest, Tree of Might, Loud Slug, Cooler's Revenge, Brawly Legendary Super Saiyan, Glory the Second Coming, Fusion Reborn, Wraith of the Dragon, Bardock, the father of Goku. Wait, Goku is the main character? I knew this. I knew this is absolutely going to be for the iconic character as Goku. And I'm definitely found for this thing as well, that I just never to be seen like this. And that was actually for some kind of ridiculously blocked by, I'm not pretty sure. It was absolutely taking a little bit for popping out for some images during the Mishard lyrics, and pretty weird as hell, or not. So this is absolutely for the father of Goku, who was actually his parents could be that I'm not pretty sure that unknown to do this as well. Another one could be the history of Trunks, Dragon Ball Super Brawly, Dragon Ball Super Hero, and finally the real 4D series. And finally the games could be actually the Vegeta, Huirus, and the Clone Goku. I'm not probably sure. This is absolutely for the 4D series, could be the final film. And perhaps this is actually for just only one thing. And I wouldn't be able to be finally to do this as well. And then lastly, there must be the fan-made content beyond of those things as well. For such as like those things. The main characters could be Goku and his big brother Gohan. Little brother is Goten. Vegito? I'm not sure. That must be for some kind of brothers like themselves. Because partners like, I'm not pretty sure. His friends could be for around Gohan, Goten, and that must be for closer friends is Vegito and Gogeta. And villains like this is Frieza, and probably another one. There's Black Goku, which is actually for a dark, some kind of the shadows beneath him as well. But I'm not pretty sure that was actually making any sense. Another one could be that I seen here in this film was Krillin. Another one is Broly. And another one probably for those things as well. And there must be for some sort of villains as well. And crossover characters could be for, that must be Boku, but no hero. I'm not pretty sure that must be books or some kind of an unknown image. And we wouldn't able to be seeing this like whatsoever. So that must be for some kind of auroras. And some items that I finally found this, which is going to be the accessories, like the ring and other kinds of stuff. But I'm probably sure this is going to be another one as the Dragon Balls, which means small, but bigger things look like golden. The tails of those things was actually like this. The weapons could be for harpoons, swords, salvas, and finally a weapon pistol, or not that I just trying to think about here. The flying in Nimbus could be sprites by this thing as well. The flying Nimbus could be clouds like this, but all the foods that features cake, chicken, burger, and other kinds like for this unknown cake and some kind of glasses as well. I'm not pretty sure. That must be for some kind of juice. And finally, the time machine could be actually for this one. That must be the closed caption. And there must be open hatch as well. Another one is mouths. I'm not pretty sure what absolutely ridiculous as well. So let's just turn on with some kind of the dark mode, as I just turned it all the way down as well. The auroras is actually for some kind of different colors, such as for light blue, dark monster red, yellow, red, purple, and light purple, and turbo. And many more such as dark magenta, pink, burning flames, green, yellow, and so much more, and such as Mega Blast, burning flames as hell, Mega Turbo like the rockets, greens, and crossover colorings as well. And most of all, this is absolutely pretty ridiculous. I have turned on the spoilers, and I didn't mean to be seeing the God of Light. I don't really think that does probably exist for this thing as well. I'm not pretty sure. That way, just going to be find out as well. So, if that does not exist for a little bit, I cannot be able to be finding it without further ado. So, that must be hidden flames that is completely taken down now, or absolutely removed for somewhere for unknown reasons. I wouldn't be able to be explained for how for this thing as well. The effects could be for this things as well, and there must be power-ups, explosions, and other kinds of stuff, and really ridiculously powers like this. And it was, oh my gosh, that was totally ridiculous. And very malicious. Whoa, that must be some kind of features, names, or some kind of combos. Features, combos, and loud nukes. And pretty ridiculous though. For some kind of like this. Angry video game nerd reference. The key attacks was actually for the energy wave, which features energy wave laser as well, the key blast type, and finally the other kinds of like those things. Let's start with the energy wave laser. Was pretty this. The energy wave lasers wasn't gonna be probably exist like this. Whenever I have never seen for some sort of crazy thing for such as this is absolutely for some sort of god's powers. I'm probably sure that Maui wouldn't able to find this. This is actually a dragon. Another one was pretty ridiculous. And so much more. Oh my word. This is absolutely for some kind of ridiculous prism as hell. God of Fire, and many more of other kinds of stuff. And looks like it's less a little bit amount of those things. And the effects like those things could be ridiculous. The key attacks and the key blast type was absolutely for only one thing. The blast types were actually ridiculous. Even for this thing as well, for some kind of turbos, or meteors falling down to Earth, or some kind of sun. And the green power as hell. Another one, this is some kind of almost like this. This is not gonna be real entertaining like this. And that must be a dark magic, dark dragon magic like this. And godless jug, or like those things. Godless jug of those things. And I'm kind of, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a lot of sprites. Hopefully that was absolutely going to be many more of them. And that should be taken around for over 20 minutes. And finally, like the other kinds of these, was many more of those things. Look how the features of the dragons that we came around here for itself. So, it overshot for 20 minutes in this clip. But for now, another clip is absolutely rolling on. So, I make sure I'm just going to be keep on rolling. Wait, was that for some kind of asteroid? Or some kind of Earth colliding for one itself? That must be for a bizarre magic. Bizarre magic powers. Was going to be ridiculous as hell. Mighty elements. I mean, this is not gonna be for some sort of magic. The powers, that isn't gonna be magic, and it's probably contain the elements of like those things. Contains for some sort of elements for anything as well. Such as earth, wind, thunder, snow, water, ice, cold wind, or some kind of green, fire, and even more as well. And finally, the backgrounds. And I'm not pretty sure this is actually for located as well. So I might gonna be added for this thing as well. So that was probably it. And it was the result like those things as well. That took me for around over 20 minutes of this video. Now I wouldn't believe this is actually for something, but I won't be able to be showing for this thing as well. I'll be seeing you in another part, as I'll find out for the user submitted sprites later on. So I'll be right back for this another video as well. So I'll be right back for part 2, but thanks for watching. And if you'd like to do this as well to find, and if you're going to be trying to check it out of this comic creator called Ultimate Dragon Ball Comic Studio, the link is going to be in description. But perhaps it's being for 20 minutes of this video, I guess. Because, which is I'm going to be signing off. And probably thanks for watching. Don't forget that the link is going to be in the description below to browse some comics whenever you want. And please avoid ad pop-ups as well, including cringe around of content as well, which is not monetizable for this thing as well, unless you might going to be checking out of some kind of comic creators around here in a lot of world before things that might going to be taken down like anything as well. It was protected by copyrighted holders, and you wouldn't believe this is actually for taking a little bit for much stress and about their comic creator users. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'll be seeing you mini lads and comic studio users all later. And probably thanks again, like I just probably saying for this.